Hello. So today in this video again I will continue the next part of the selector, because the last video up to the ID selector I discussed. So today again we'll discuss again for the next part of the selectors. So next part is again, as per your syllabus, the attribute selectors. So attribute selector is used to select element with a specified attributes. Attributes I discussed in the last class also, in the first and the second video I think I discussed. For any elements attributes are there. Okay, take example for the anchor. A for anchor. Anchor means linking purpose to the one page to the another page, and the target is again the one of the attributes. href is again one of the attributes. Okay, so attribute selectors used to select element with their specific attributes. For attributes also you can provide the properties, right? So now you see here again the simple, again the one small syntax. First of all, a, how to write, again there again the dot, another hash, here again the attribute selector, how you can write a, then again the you can write the big bracket, then the target is again the attributes here. Target is again the attributes. Whenever you are writing along with the anchor tag target, then again the properties we can change. Background color will become the yellow. So you see here again a bracket target, close the bracket, start curly bracket, background hyphen color yellow, then this one. Same way if you want along with the particular value of that attributes, so target is attributes, under that one underscore blank underscore top, like that one value is there. So one value again I putting the value underscore blank, so background hyphen color colon yellow. Okay, so whenever this attributes along with this value, then only the impact is there. Getting my point? So that is the advantage for the attribute selector. Particular attribute also, otherwise particular attributes along with the value you can set the properties with the help of the attribute selectors. So we'll see again a very simple example here again. So same way, style again we writing the syntax here, a big bracket target equal to underscore blank, close the big bracket, start curly bracket, background hyphen color colon red, and this one. Right, now how to call this one? Here calling not required. Whenever you are writing the property, you see here I'm just talking about the line number. You see first is the paragraph, the link with the target blank gets a yellow background statement is there. But coming to the a anchor tag, I put the Canara College URL and the CAC and this one. So in that anchor tag, that attributes is not there, so CAC there is no impact. But coming to the disney.com, I already used the target equal to blank. Why the target equal to underscore blank? That required to open the tab, new tab, opening the page in the new tab. So disney.com, that whenever you are seeing the output of this page, disney.com background color will come red. Okay, why that will come red? Because the target equal to underscore blank, that attributes is available along with that anchor tag, and this attribute properties we set it inside the CSS red, that's why it is coming the red. But again the two anchor tag is there. First anchor there no impact, but the second anchor tag disney.com tag in the anchor tag, that will the impact, because we already set it for the attribute selectors. So hope with the help of this example your concept is clear for the attribute selectors. Coming to the next one, pseudo selector. Actually pseudo selector is a class is used to define a special state of an element. Any different kind of the special state of any element you can define for the pseudo selectors. For example, style an element when a user mouse over it. Suppose that you are putting your again the mouse for the particular again element, that time again any kind of the say format designing if you want, then we can do with the help of the pseudo selector. Same way, style visited and unvisited links differently. Okay, how many percent they visited that link, how many not visited that link. If you want to just manage some kind of the differentiation, then also we can apply for the pseudo selectors. Means how many times mouse went not went, that also we can consider here. Okay, same way whenever you are get focus, means you put your mouse somewhere, again you see the color will coming the little bit dark here, some kind of the thing, some impact is there. That kind of the things we can do with the help of pseudo selectors. right? So you got this idea regarding the pseudo selectors. So you see here again the very simple example, syntax here again, the anchor tag colon link, okay, color equal to this one. So whenever the any unvisited link will be there, color is this one, visited link. If you are writing the a colon visited, means that there if you are writing the visited along with the anchor tag, then again the color will be thing, mouse over a colon over, then color equal to the different. This is some simple example. When again I will write the complete program, then we'll get the complete idea. Okay, so this regarding the pseudo selector. Coming to the next one, that is called the contextual selectors. Another name of this selector is combinators. Okay, this kind of the selector is the based on their ancestors, descendants or siblings. Okay, based upon this one only we can create the contextual selectors. And there are the four different combinations in the CSS regarding these ones along with the symbol. First one is called the descent selector along with the space, child selector greater than symbol, adjacent sibling selector symbol is the plus, and general sibling selectors, then this symbol is called the TIDL. Okay, so this kind of the four different combination is available in the contextual selectors. Coming to the next, I told up to the this one contextual selector that was there in your book. There are the two more is there. One is called the simple selector, another is called the universal selectors. What is the meaning of the simple selector? Simple selectors means whatever the element is there, HTML element, any elements you can put the again the properties. Okay, that's why the simple type selector example we can see body. So whenever the body you are writing in your page, automatic whatever the impact, whatever the designing you are writing, that will reflect. Paragraph p, whenever you are using the p, automatic that impact is there. Strong, that is again one element, that impact will be there. Syntax is like this one, body any element name, then curly bracket open, curly bracket close, right? Any element, that's why this name is called the simple type selectors. Okay, and these selectors are the very popular, commonly everybody they are using the first of all the simple selector only. Okay, see one small example here. This is a very simple example, same way after the style only we can write. So paragraph we written here, and you keep in your mind whatever the you are writing in the small, generally elements are in the small only, it's a small p, then same p you have to use for the everybody. In the properties you are setting the capital P and you are using the small p as your this one the format of the HTML5, then again impact is not there, that we have to keep in your mind. So here both are the small only. So p curly bracket I set it the two things, one is the font size for the paragraph, that is the 20px, and background hyphen color I set it red. Okay, and then you see nothing, I did not call like a class id, otherwise the attributes and the contextual and the nothing, I written only p, welcome to the CC, close the p. So what happened, this p element I set the properties inside the CSS. So whenever writing the p, impact will come, font size will come 20px, and the background color will be changed. So this is the this kind of the selector is called simple selectors. Okay, and this is very popular one, right? So you also keep this point in your mind. This is the very useful whenever you are doing, whenever you are creating any web page. And the last one, like a simple selector only, universal selector, another way we can say the wildcard selectors. Okay, so here the symbol is the star symbol and the curly bracket. So this selector selects all elements on a page. Okay, whatever the elements, if you are writing the all element, this impact is there, and it is can be used in the combination with the other selector also. So this is again nothing much complicated, this is like a advanced version of the simple selector only. But syntax only we have to remember a star symbol and then again the bracket, inside that bracket and number of the properties you can do, and same concept is there for the any CSS properties. Next properties put semicolon, then only you can write the next properties. Clear? So you got idea, universal selector also. So this last video and this video, these two videos only I discuss about the CSS selectors. Got it? So again the next video we'll just see as per your syllabus the next topics. So thanks for your patience.